Hello. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to come in the room. Taurus, this is going to be your general reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. All right, there I am. All right, Taurus. Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead and get your current energy and see what's going on with you here. This is basically any challenges that you guys could be experiencing, challenges or something that's concerning you at this time. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to see what's going to fall out here for you. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see. Ooh, it seemed like there's like a new beginning. I do believe that that's what tried to fall out. It was like you guys may be having a hard time moving on because it looks like it was a new beginning card that tried to pop out. Ooh, challenge. You have the Five of Cups here that fell out, and you guys also had the Page of Cups. Now, this could have something to do with children, okay, for those who have kids. There could be some kids that have been just very disappointing or that has been disappointing you here with that Page of Cups. But like I said before, I did see that Fool card. So some of you guys are having a hard time with starting over, okay? Or it could be something like that. It's going to be, you know, maybe you guys are at this place where you're trying to start over after a very trying situation, because here with the Five of Cups, it is making me feel like there is something that you experience that has completely emotionally devastated you. Stay away from any substances. I don't want you guys to try to self-soothe at this point. You know, I will believe counseling is going to help some of you guys depending on how bad it has been. But the challenge really is an emotional challenge. Okay. This is mostly like an emotional challenge for what I see that some of you guys are or will, I would say this is a challenge. So what some of you guys are experiencing basically. Okay. Here with this Five of Cups. Okay. Some of you guys do have drinking problems, or some of you guys are, you know, it is something about what you're consuming that you are having an issue with, something that you guys have been thing. This could be food. This could also be what you could put in your nose, okay, what you put in your mouth. Okay, it has been a challenge for you because you do have a lot of cups here. So that is also making me feel that some of you guys may have addictive habits. Addictive habits doesn't even have to be anything substance either. It could be just certain things that you are doing that could be very addictive. Okay, behavior patterns, that type of thing that you're having a challenge with here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this card to the side. Now, what we're going to do, we are going to do past, present, and future spread here for you, Taurus. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you. So this is going to be for Taurus, past, present, and future spread here for you, Taurus. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. All right, so past here, present, and future. This is for Taurus. At the bottom of the deck, you had, oh, everyone had the Ace of Swords this morning. Everybody. So you have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. All right. Let's make sure you guys can see that. All right. So let's get your past. Oh, here we go again. Wow. You've been dealing with a Pisces. Okay, or a Pisces could be in your chart. So something going on in that particular house could be affecting you in some kind of way. But whew, I still feel like this is in addition to the current, right? Because remember, past energy is very much so like bleeding into the current energy. Like we saw here with the Five of Cups, it is an emotional energy. Like I said before, it's a emotional struggle that some of you guys have been and still are dealing with, okay? A breakup, okay? Something that you've experienced when you were a child. This could be a family situation. It could be death. Someone may have, you know, someone is not in your life, that type of thing. And so I also feel like there has been really extreme emotions that you've been feeling in the past. I mean, you guys have been down in the dumps and, you know, you can pull yourself up out of it. But if we're saying what you have been previously experiencing is also in harmony with your current challenge, which is emotional based. Okay. Emotional extremes. And this could also be loving too much Is there really a such thing as loving too much? Well, if it's not reciprocated, right? So you just be so in love with someone to the point where it's like you don't see things clearly, because I feel like part of your past has something to do with how you've seen your past, where it has not been clear to you. Some of you guys have been looking at things through a very foggy lens, and now you are experiencing the repercussions of it, right? Because the moon definitely talk about illusions and fantasy. Okay, so remember we were talking about addiction. Okay, what have you been addicted to? Have you been dealing with someone who's been addicted to something? Have you been, steeped in lies, loving someone who really didn't love you the way that you thought that they loved you? Or maybe they were lying to you, right? And so you're in your feelings because you guys are not together, or they told you the truth, or you found out the truth. Either way, what we're talking about is emotional extremes. And this is what I'm seeing in this particular reading, what you're currently still trying to handle and what you've experienced in the past. Very deep reading, actually. Speaking of deep, we have the moon card. Very deep reading. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to your present. Okay, we already had your present, but let's see again what you're experiencing. Oh, somebody did you wrong. I don't do reversals, but it was in reverse. You are in the process of correcting yourself and correcting things because of what you've experienced that have been unjust to you. What has been unjust to you? Maybe if you were in a court case, it didn't go your way. Now you have to go back again. All right, it has something to do with child support. It has something to do with something legal. It didn't go your way or it wasn't right. You have to go back, right? Someone that did you wrong, you're trying to correct the issue. You're trying to correct your feelings and your emotions. You're trying to correct your finances, something like that. So you are in the process of balancing out. And then it makes so much sense because based on what I see, I don't see where you guys have been balanced emotionally. Mentally, you could not have been. This man is literally about to fall over. Okay? So it's not because of something that you've done. For some of you, it could be, because again, we're talking about self-inflicting. We're saying self-soothing is something that you could be doing in order to forget your problems. But I don't see that this man is well aligned, right? So again, going back to the Justice card here, remember this was in reverse. Some of you guys were not, even if you thought you were not in the proper place. You were not with the proper person. You weren't with the right person, even though you believed them to be. And truthfully, even with this Justice card, a lot of people consider it to be a karmic situation. You are with a karmic person. Anyone from your past life will be considered to be karmic, right? But we're saying karmic the way that you guys know it, where you had to learn tough lessons being with that person. Or some of you guys are learning tough lessons in general because the universe is saying, hey, you need to get this together. You need to get this right. So you are in the process of getting your life right, getting your life together at this moment. But there's something that definitely happened here to you, okay, with this Libra card. I like the fact that it's going in a good place, though. I like the fact that things are starting to kind of level out here. Now let's look at your future. All of these are in the upright, but when it come out reverse, they're trying to tell me something. You haven't been in control of your life. You have not been in control. You have been out of control. You've been dealing with people who had control issues. You've been dealing with people who have been trying to control you. And again, this is through emotional manipulation. This is through power struggles, them trying to hold something over your head, whether it's money, whether it's children, something like that, right? This is what you've been dealing with. Okay, and I definitely do not like the Emperor in reverse. I'm not liking this. Because I still feel like there is something that you guys are needing, because this is a future element, y'all. I don't believe, just based off of what I see, I believe that if we're talking about a husband, I don't see this husband being in your life for whatever reason. If we're talking about a wife, I don't see them necessarily being there, okay, for whatever reason, or they haven't been. Maybe they haven't been taking care of you. Maybe they haven't had your back. I just see that you have been having a lack of support as far as a romantic wise. I just see that you guys have not been having a lot of support, okay, with your partner. And again, this is another reason why I believe that you guys have been sad and depressed, okay? Because you've been learning lots of lessons with someone who you have children by, who you've been married to, who you wanted to get married to, okay, that type of thing. And I also see that in the future, because remember, in the future, this is technically in the upright. This is a really good thing, but we're saying what you've been experiencing and the reason why it's so important for the Emperor card to come out in your future. It's important for you to gain control because of the lack of control that you've been experiencing. And again, some of you guys have not been doing very well when it comes down to your business. You know, you had your own business. It has not been doing great. You lost money. You could have lost your place that you were doing business out of. You lost funding. Okay. So there's a lot of things that some of you guys have lost. Some of you guys could have actually lost a father. Okay. And you're just now getting back and, into the groove of things. That type of thing is something that I see. But I like the fact that the Emperor is in the future position, because this is letting me know that now everything is going to, be in control. And that's in harmony with the Justice card sitting in the middle of your reading. Like I said before, this is correction. This has everything to do with now things turning in your favor. Okay. So what we're going to do, also had the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So like I said before, I definitely see things going your way here with the Ace of Swords. Everyone has been getting this Ace of Swords. So I really do see that you guys are going to overcome whatever this is, whatever this emotional trauma you've been experiencing, whatever it is. I do see that you guys are going to overcome that. Now, we're going to go ahead and clarify with this deck. Okay. These cards, we're going to clarify the moon first. And remember, that is a past position. So it's going to kind of go into detail of what has happened or what has occurred. And let's get into it. So let's clarify the moon here for Taurus. Let's clarify the moon. Okay. So you guys have Pluto. Whew. And then you guys have Motor and Pestle. There's a lot of hidden things going on, okay, in your past, okay? I do believe that for some of you, there were some people who manipulating things so it won't go in your favor, manipulating you, manipulating your emotions, that type of thing. I really do believe that. I really, really do. I do believe that, and this could be anything. Alchemy is alchemy. I'm going to leave that alone, right? And some of you could have been dibbling and dabbling in that. And just based on what I see, Pluto being there, you got to be very careful because Pluto is the destroyer. And so some of you guys may have been in a position where someone has been trying to destroy you by any means necessary, whether it's through emotional manipulation, energy manipulation, trying to take away your kids, trying to, not make you stable. I mean, that's just what this is. I mean, especially looking at that, that's just what I see. Okay. You are in a purge. Pluto is like, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to destroy everything that has been trying to destroy you. I'm going to remove those very things out of your life. That's basically what this is saying. Where people have been trying to come together, or an individual have been trying to come together to bring you down. It's like, the universe is like, and something is going to be revealed to you in some kind of way. Something is going to be revealed. You're going to find something out in order to keep them from, trying to, hurt you even more. You're not going to post things on social media so your ex can see it, right? You're not going to post things on social media so family and whoever can use it against you. You're not going to do that. So that's what I mean by you're going to have the insight in order to protect yourself in some way. But I definitely see manipulation here, energy, emotionally, all that. This is what's been happening here for you. but it's going to changes emotionally that you guys are going to be experiencing. But I don't like the fact that I see that you guys have been struggling big time here. And a lot of secrets, a lot of manipulation that has totally got you out of whack. And this is why I think that this was so important to see here with the Ace of Swords. You guys are totally going to overcome whatever this shit is. And the universe is going to help you do so. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get the Justice card. Let's see what's going to come out here. And with the Justice card, this is in your present moment. This is for Taurus, presently for Taurus. Fierce, unpredictable power struggles. We just talked about that with the Emperor, right? Now, this is sitting in your position. What did we say was happening before? Someone has been trying to manipulate by any means possible your outcomes, your situation, your life. You have someone at your job who doesn't want you to get that position. So now they're going to start gossiping. They're going to start secrets. They're going to start saying things that are not true. Someone doesn't want you to be with this person. So now they're going to interrupt the plans of interrupt and cause havoc in your relationship with this individual. This is what's been happening. This is why I said it's been emotional manipulation, it's been energy manipulation, it's been financial manipulation. You've been experiencing that. But this is the thing that I really like about this reading, because here it says you are fearless. Because you know that the universe is going to correct those situations for you. It doesn't matter what someone is doing, right? Someone is going to experience karmic justice for that. And this is why you always want to be on the side of justice according to this reading. That's the reason why. Okay? Because we saw Pluto. Pluto is going to hit whoever's been doing it. Okay? I love the fact that it also talks about your determination. And then what is the gift for you because of your determination? What do you get? Look at this. Prosperity. Now, some of you guys are going to end up pregnant. Okay, you could have, I don't want to say it was a karmic child, okay, or a child that you were meant to have. I believe all babies are blessings, even though I know some babies are brought into this world, unfortunately, through very unpredictable circumstances like we saw. But I like the fact that with this one, this is a really good card. This is a blessing card. And so that goes back to the justice. Like I said before, now the universe is correcting things for you. In what way? Well, whatever way you need it to be, right? Here, it talks about resources, finances, prosperity, multiplying, or just in general abundance. You feeling like you are more stable, and there's happiness that's going to come through this. But and 3 + 4 is 7, so this is also in relationships as well. So again, it is what? Bodies of water talks about people. That means you guys are going to be able to, if you have your own business, there, I mean, so many people coming into your business. I definitely see an uptick with that if you guys have your own business. Just being able to multiply, and then multiply again talks about children. Okay, maybe you guys have not been able to have kids. Okay, maybe you've been wanting children. You and your partner, you have not been able to have children. And part of that is going to be now fruitful and multiply. You guys are going to be able to do that. So again, that's a part of your blessings that you're going to be experiencing here with the fish card. Okay. So that, again, like I said before, you are determined, you are fearless here with this whole Wolverine card to not be succumb under or allow whoever's trying to have power over you for them to actually have power over you. You are just like, no. Okay, that's just what I'm saying. I like the fact that it's about fierce energy, very much so rebellion, renegade with this whole Wolverine card. Now let's see what's coming out in your future here with Emperor, which is a good card. We were just saying it was in reverse. So again, that goes back to the power struggles before the power struggle card came out. Someone is definitely have not been great to you according to this reading. Let's go ahead. Let's get Emperor for Taurus. Okay, you guys had 2. Oh my God. Okay. Longing, desire, attraction, magnetic, seduction. This is a lover. The card that came out, yes, y'all saw it. This is a committed relationship. Now, remember, at first, the Emperor was in reverse. So even if it's your own marriage, even if it's a committed relationship that you've been in, and things have not been fair or things have not been right for you, I definitely see that things are going to turn around for some of you. For some of you, okay? Because Pluto can also, not just about transform, but it can take away. So if Saturn sees fit that this person isn't going to do right by you, I definitely believe that there's going to be someone, because I saw Saturn trying to come out, I definitely believe there's going to be somewhere down the line that, it can end. But this can happen either way. Like, there's no definites in this particular reading. I do see that there is going to be change. But man, can you imagine if you are single and this is coming out? We saw this. We've seen this plenty of times, Taurus. We've seen this plenty of times, how you're going to be having someone here, and it shows. Here it says partnership. Okay, it talks about someone that you can trust. This is a bond, or this is a promise to someone on a love level. This is someone that you're going to be connected to. Now, I do have to say, remember when we talked about business, a lot of you guys are going to be signing contracts, new contracts, okay, of some sort with your company. This could be if you have your own business, especially if you have if you're working for a company, that's good, because new contracts can be 5-year contracts, 3-year contracts, something like that. And then that means money is coming in. Okay, that means they have to abide by the contract. You have to abide by the contract. So that's good. That means that you are in a good position financially with this card. Okay, and you guys are binded to the contract, especially with businesses. Now, this is also if you have your own business. This is you partnering up with someone and you guys writing up a contract in order for your business to blossom. And again, like I said before, money looks good. Okay, we even see it here with the whole fish thing. So money looks good here, especially if you've been worried about it. Oh my God. This is just so good. Ooh. Here it says unconditional love, divine union, eternal love that can last forever, basically. Connected in love of a lifetime. If you haven't come across your person, a lot of you guys have been in karmic relationships. I'm just going to have to keep it a buck. Like, you thought that this person was going to be someone that you were supposed to be with for the rest of your life. You thought that. But then Pluto came out and says, okay, no, I have other plans for you. They're not it. I have to do this. This is what Pluto was basically saying. I have to do this. Pluto's the destroyer. I have to do this because that means you won't be able to be with the person that is really meant for you. And a lot of y'all kicking and screaming like, well, I want to be with this person. This person is my person. And the universe is like, you have no idea what real love is. You have no idea how you're going to feel until this person comes into your life. You're going to be thankful. You've experienced that before though, right? You've experienced it before where you thought something was a certain way and then you're not in that situation and you're like, thank God. Okay, that's one of these moments. This is not negotiable. There is a divine union that you must get to. And a lot of you guys have been trapped in karmic situations. This is the reason why I said, even part of the Justice card is hopefully you're making the right decisions even now with being able to move forward. Because some of you guys, again, remember that card was also in reverse. You're having a hard time making the right decision based on someone that you have love for. And this is a wake-up call. This really is going to be something that's going to be very hard for you. Some of you guys have gotten out of this. Like, I've talked to you. You're like, you knew what I was talking about when I kept saying that there's going to be someone in your life that's going to be hard to let go. And now you're like, I don't even care. You never thought that you're going to be there. You're like, I don't even care anymore. I want someone new. This is what you guys are saying. So that's where a lot of you guys are going to be. But if you are not at that place, I'm telling you, there's going to be some tough lessons here. But like I said before, here, I mean, amazing, just absolutely amazing energy. And then look at how you're going to feel about this person. The universe even described them to you. Look at how you're going to feel about this person. It says you're going to long for them. You're going to desire them. Okay. It says yeah, they're going to be very magnetic and you're going to be a magnetic to them. So this is magnetic. It's like, it's hard to stay away from them. Okay. Like it's hard. Like it's hard for me to like not be around you, right? That's what that magnetic attraction is. Here it talks about just be the person being attractive. Like you find them very attractive. You're like, they just look good. Okay. But it's not just about the physical appearance, because remember, divine union isn't just about the way that the person looks, but the universe knows what you like, right? And you're attracted to this individual. You're like, I really dig them. Okay. And it talks about yearning. So when you're not together, you're yearning for them. And it talks about seduction. So this is really good. They even described it to you. And look at what came out at the bottom of that. It talks about, first of all, a lot of communication. You guys are going to be talking a lot. But here it says you can go the distance. That's the potential of what this could possibly be. But we've seen that. We've seen that plenty of times. We already know that this can happen. But the very fact that it's saying it over and over again, what are we waiting for? You guys already know this. Like we've talked about this. You're waiting for those planets to move for good. Because some of you guys, like it's you right now, for you guys have Uranus that's in your house that's causing you to be all over the place. You don't know your head from your toes half the time. You are, all like in this fight and flight, you're always like uneasy. Like that has to stop. That has to go. Like you don't want any relationship coming into your life and that is sitting there. Just this uneasiness, just always like, okay. And this is an opposite side of you too. Okay, that means your relationships have very much so been ups and downs. Very unpredictable. One minute you think that it's going to last, and the next minute you're like, damn, we're not even together. That has to move. So when we're talking about when, that's the reason, that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting for that planet to get up out of there. And who knows what else is being squared or opposed. Okay, and all of those planets move, thank God. It gives you some type of relief, and then it ushers in something absolutely amazing here for you. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead. We got one more card. We're going to see what's going to come out here for you, Taurus. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Taurus. Independence. Oof, debt. Didn't expect that. Definitely did not expect the debt energy. Here it says, it's time to put attention to what you spend your money on and what time on. Now, this is something you really need to hear because like I said before, we talked about that whole emotional energy. You had too much emotional energy coming out, okay? And it's just too much. You got to be able to control that. You got to balance yourself out. And I love the fact that the debt card is coming out because this is exactly what I see. Right here it says it's time to put attention to what you spend your money and time on. This is an omen that you are in a bad cycle of habits that have left you in debt. We've already talked about that, but this card is like, it is in your face. Enough is enough. What did I say that you are in right now? You are in the period of correction, of balancing things out. You have been completely thrown off. Money is out of control because you're trying to impress somebody, especially the divine masculines. You're trying to impress somebody. You're trying to, always be okay when they're throwing shots at you. Let's be for real. And I'm talking about divine masculines because this energy to me, if I'm looking at it from this perspective, it's all about money wise. A lot of y'all have been doing a little bit, you've been teamed too much for someone who hasn't been appreciating you. And it shows everywhere in this card. And then the debt card comes out specifically saying what? Your emotion and your time. Like, get it together. And that goes for the, divine feminines here with this part where it's like, okay. you go and you hide in a corner somewhere and you cry. But when it's about the action of what has been happening here is the divine masculine to me seem like they've been doing a little bit too much here. And it has left them in debt. Some of y'all divine feminine has left you in debt too. Okay. What does it say? It says structure your spending differently. And this is just with everything. You've been spending too much. Your pocketbook is tight. Like you got to do something about that. Discipline yourself. Disciplining. Don't go off of your impulses and your feelings. We talked about feelings in general, especially with all of this feelings and emotions here. Okay, you cannot be going off of anything that you feel. We've talked about your cloudiness and your fantasy and your illusions. You see that the Justice card is trying to straighten things out for you based on logic when you've been living in your feelings. And when you've been living in the fantasy world, it has not done you just, okay? None whatsoever. So here, Justice card. Balance your budget, your feelings, and make necessary changes to what? To avoid this in the further future. That's where I go back where I say some of you guys are not out of this yet. Justice card talks about making good choices. You're not out of the fall. Okay? Do not let others waste your time and or your money. You are about to become free of something or someone. You're going to be making a vow to yourself. I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to do this. This is not what I want to do. X, Y, Z. However you want to put it, right? Be independent of drama and other people's drama. Be independent of that. You can help other people, but do not let that be burdensome to you. Okay, so here it is basically saying healthy independence is needed at this time. You cannot, because of what I'm saying, you need it. You're meant to thrive on your own efforts and all of that until you're able to fully get yourself. And this could be for 2 or 3 months. We're not saying that you're going to be by yourself forever, but you need some time to heal and for your money to heal, for your emotions to heal based on what I see. Okay? So this is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be down below in the description box. Please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys back.